Okay, so welcome everyone to the second event of Startup Grind Varanasi. I am Prashant Pandey, your today's host and the director of Startup Grind Varanasi. So before starting today's event, let me give a brief about Startup Grind to the ones who are new here. So as they say, Startup Grind is the world's largest startup community. It strives to help the entrepreneurs, founders, creators, and startups succeed by actively educating, inspiring, and connecting over 3.45 million entrepreneurs in over 600 chapters across 125 countries in the world. India has currently over 35 plus chapters, and we are the newest chapter established students from Varanasi. And Varanasi is also called as Kasti. So we are the Startup Grind Varanasi. Okay, so with this, let's start today's fireside chat and welcome Atul Kumar Singhal, who is the co-founder and CEO of Qubit Tech.
Yeah,
Atul, with being the CEO and co-founder, is an IIT Kharagpur alumni, and the most amazing thing is he started his startup that is Qubit Tech from the college itself. So welcome Atul to the fireside chat, and let's unfold the journey of Qubit Tech.
yeah. Hi, Prashant.
Yeah. So, okay, at first, can you, we want to know more about you, your college days, and the other past experiences in the industry?
Mhm. So, I come from an electrical department, and
Yeah.
I have worked on like sensor development and all those things, majorly in image processing and spectral signal processing. So, I have experience of working on plant monitoring sensors, and I have
Amazing.
experience in hyperspectral imaging as well. So, um, I worked at research labs in Kharagpur as well, and I went to Belgium for my as a visiting researcher for working on pocket size cameras, analyzing SpO2 saturations and all those things. So that's what pretty much sums up my experience. And then in the final year, actually, I started Qubit,
Yeah.
where we started actually bridging the gap between the college students and the industry, to make students more capable, more aware about what happens actually in industry, so that they do not get lost, means what they should do in their career. Means
Yeah.
at college itself, students should be very much aware that uh, they should be basically capable to take decisions on where they want to go in their life, which is not
Yeah.
happening right now and which has to be solved. So this is how we are doing it with Qubit.
Amazing. So, how the idea of Qubit Tech started, and what was your motivation behind this?
So it's all about the motivation came behind means what I used to do and what others were not doing.
Mm-hmm.
I used to explore more and more during the college time, and when I went for my internship in foreign universities, and the same with Sudhanshu, who is a co-founder. So we both
Yeah.
realized that means uh, in India, students majorly focus on placements and interview exams in their colleges, and there is less focus on product development skills, or generating something, building something. It's all about cracking an exam at the end of your
Yeah.
college. That was actually very very painful, because that hard student at the end, they do not know what they want to do in their career at the start of the college, and this same scenario exists at the end of the college as well with the student, which should not be
Yeah.
there, right? So that's how we started. We thought that we can start bringing small projects for the students in the colleges, so that they can know like what genuinely they have to build in the industry, how live product work, how live working with live team, what are the other skills which are needed. So that's how we started. We started with IIT Kharagpur first, and then we started receiving requests from students of IIT Roorkee, IIT BHU as well.
Yeah.
And that's how we expanded, and then right now we are having our reach in more than 1,500 colleges.
Amazing. So, can you tell us about your pitch, like how you did your pitch to the students of your college? There are stories about every startup. Like we have talked about Rahul, and he how he pitched and all. So, is there any story about your pitching to the college?
Yeah. So since I was in my college itself,
Yeah.
what I did is that I used to, in the evening, I used to go to the hostel and knock everyone's room. and then I used to enter everyone's room and then talk with them that do you want to do some projects, right? And do you want to like earn money by doing projects and all those things. So I went to like um, 200 students like this only, and
Amazing.
I would have knocked 100 doors maybe at the start.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, okay. Can you please elaborate what is Q8 and how it is helping the youth?
Yeah. So basically, we are into the tech sector. So through Qubit, any student can get tech internships, majorly into
Mhm.
software development and market analysis and business analyst kind of thing.
Cool.
What you can do is that what we are targeting is that we give platform to first year students as well. So when you enter the college, you start doing something on the platform.
Mhm.
You start getting exposure with the industry. You start earning money during the college itself, which is very very needed right now because college fees are going up and you need some financial support to explore things.
Mhm.
One major thing what we have seen on our platform is that we have global startups as well. So through
Okay.
our platform, you can get like throughout the global exposure. You can work with multiple teams during the vacation as well and on the part-time mode as well during the college time. So what we promote is that learn product building skills so that when you are in the final year, you are able to you are capable to take decisions what you want to do in your life.
Amazing. So, yeah. So, like, please share about the very early days of Q8 when you were started and your experience related to those days. The very early days, like when you were in college and starting this startup.
Yeah. See, sorry.
Yeah.
So when I was starting, actually, the I was in my final year, as said, and placements were going on.
Yeah.
So at very early, means in third year itself, I made my mind that I will not sit for the placement
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted to try something new. I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to build something, and I wanted to go with a startup. So
Mm-hmm.
even I was getting a PhD offer, when I went for the Belgium, but again I told them that once I want to try it, if it doesn't work, then I will think of it. So when I came back from my internship in my final year, I started building it, not thinking much about the placements. Batchmates were worried that why he is not setting for the placement. So somewhere thinking that he already may have got the PhD offer or he may be going for masters, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the plan was very very different. So my plan was that I will try it for 1 year. If it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
go well, then I will think of something else. So that's how it
Cool.
started. I used to reach out to. So one thing that helped me in my early days is that talking to a lot of people, a lot of my alumni, professors, and trying to understand that how does the market work. Since I was a student and I was coming from an engineering background,
Mm-hmm.
I was having a little experience about how the finance and business works in corporate
Mm-hmm.
structure and all those things, because
Mm-hmm.
mostly I have spent my time in research labs and all those things. So I did not have an understanding of how these corporate structures and all those things work. So that's how it started.
So, did you had the experience of starting a startup, or you just started and let's see what will happen?
No, I was not having any experience, so I just started, and the purpose was to build something. Uh,
Okay.
the purpose was again, means not to earn too much money,
Mm-hmm.
because if you aim just for the money, you won't be able to build a startup. So my
Mm-hmm.
whole purpose was to actually, change this problem, means solve this problem, so that
Okay.
students get better opportunities.
So, like the alumni network helped you, or just you just started and just pitched alone with all the resources and other things?
So initially, I reached out to. So it's all about discussion. Means suppose we are
Okay.
discussing and some point comes out, and then you
Mm-hmm.
get to know that, acha, this works like this. So that is
Mm-hmm.
how it works. Means I reached out to my seniors. I reached out to
Mm-hmm.
seniors from other colleges as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how means you discuss with them your idea, and then ask for the feedback, and ask for again, like, do you want to hire interns?
Mm-hmm.
So that's how it started.
Okay, so one of the major challenge every aspiring or active founder face is to how to find a co-founder. So how you found your co-founder and how can you see like how you see a best co-founder, a perfect co-founder for you,
Hmm.
according to you?
See, actually, uh, everyone should go for a co-founder, to whom they can trust with.
Mm-hmm.
Skills can be actually developed, but
Okay.
that trust cannot be developed. uh,
Okay.
what happens is that what I think is that you should look after, maybe look for a co-founder in your friends,
Mm-hmm.
maybe your batchmates,
Mm-hmm.
maybe your family friends kind of thing, because
Mm-hmm.
they have known you for like lot of like past years, and then they can trust you.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't go like this, you are good in skills, so come on board, because there are a lot of tough times that will come while building a startup, and you need someone who holds your hand in all the time.
Okay. So who is your co-founder and how you met him?
Yeah, so Sudhanshu is co-founder, and
Mm-hmm.
for us it was pretty natural because we have known each other for like past 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
We were actually preparing for JE from the same place,
Mm-hmm.
and then we were in the same department as well in Kharagpur.
Okay.
And second thing is we were having the same room as well, so we used to share
Okay.
room and we used to discuss it like what can be built and what cannot be built. So it was pretty natural for me.
Okay. So it's like hostel startup.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. So, like, what are the struggles have you faced, and what was your major challenge at that time, at the early stage?
See, at the early stage, the major challenge is again, building a team,
Mm-hmm.
because you have to convince a lot of people, and then your idea is do not have any credibility at the start.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to make people understand that please come on board and start working with us.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it is pretty natural, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then second thing is again is means uh, bringing customers, hustling all the way to bring clients, bring customers, and means there are a lot of other things that happens. You have to handle legal things, you have to handle finance things, paperwork, and all those things. So these things were challenge for us because we were directly coming from college, and we
Mm-hmm.
were not used to these kinds of things, but
Mm-hmm.
somehow it got sorted out with the time.
So, at the early stage, you were alone, like you were alone doing these things, or you made a team and then started these works.
So I and Sudhanshu started at the same time. It was not like
Okay.
I started and then Sudhanshu joined at the later stage. So
Mm-hmm.
we were two people, and then two of my friends were helping from Kharagpur itself.
Okay.
Later on, they actually, so what helped us a lot is that some of my friends, so two of my friends from Kharagpur, gave us some angel investment as well. So they gave us
Cool.
like one lakh rupees, so that we can sustain in Bangalore, and they agreed that something will be done, something can be done, if this 2 lakh will be spent. So that's how we sustain in Bangalore.
Yeah, that's amazing because, like, the investment is very important for any startup to survive.
Yeah, yeah. So in the initial stage, your friends, your family are only helpful,
Yeah.
and any small ticket, you are able to get. So one lakh was like we got 2 lakh rupees, and with
Mm-hmm.
2 lakh rupees, we could have, I and Sudhanshu were both easily able to sustain like for 6 months in Bangalore. So that was like good enough to go ahead
So
with the growth.
what were your plan, like how to spend that 2 lakh? How you spend that actually?
We were just spending on our living here. So
Okay.
30,000 was our expenditure for both me and Sudhanshu.
Okay.
And there was one intern who was working with us. So we used to
Mm-hmm.
give some stipend to him in that 30,000 itself. Uh, so that's how, that was the plan.
So in how many months you have made your MVP and released that in the market?
So initially, it took us like 1 month to set up
Okay.
like, WordPress and all those things.
Mm-hmm.
And then we kept on, improving and then building new products.
Cool. So please share something about your market validation.
So right now, means in terms of users, if you see, we
Mm-hmm.
have like more than 16,000 students on the platform, and
Mm-hmm.
then we are in touch with like more than 1,000 companies now.
Mm-hmm.
Not itself in India, means they are from US, Canada, Singapore as well, who are hiring interns from us.
Mm-hmm.
And we are growing at a very rapid stage. So we have been able to grow 50% month on month on the
Mm-hmm.
student side for the last month, and then we are aiming for high in December and January.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, this pretty much means, and we have been able to create a lot of value. Like till now, three more than 300 students have been able to got internship through us.
Mm-hmm.
There are students who have been able to got PPO offers as well when they interned at the company. And the
Mm-hmm.
highest stipend on our platform is like 75,000 per month, which is like
Mm-hmm.
as compared to when what you got in any of the tier one colleges or any of the bigger companies give.
Yeah,
And
right.
the interesting thing is that a startup is giving this stipend to a non tier one student, right? So what our platform is, that what we believe is that skill is the most important thing. We it doesn't matter that which college you are from, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is what we have been able to made, and we are going forward with it.
Cool. So you have grown so fast. So what was your customer retention technique?
So what we have done is that creating value for the customer, helping students. uh, the If your vision or if your whole problem statement lies in we want to solve the problem of the students,
Mm-hmm.
so then it becomes very easy to retain the customer, because they see that we are day and night helping students, that you can improve on this, you can make your profile like this, then you will able to get internship. You can
Mm-hmm.
do this course, then you will be able to get internship, right? So it's all
Mm-hmm.
about doing a lot of one-to-one session with the student, investing a lot of time in mentoring them, tutoring them, how you can build your career. So that's how it goes.
So it was going parallelly with the development of the product.
Yeah, so we have been doing all the things on our offline mode. We launched
Okay.
our product in September, the
Mm-hmm.
full-fledged product. Before that, we have been doing it with like Slack group, Google Form, and all those things.
Cool. So okay, now there's a question which like everyone want to know and understand if she is an active founder. How your seed funding of 178.9K dollar happened?
So it's all about the right time, when you see that you're having a good traction, you're building something, which customers are valuing you,
Mm-hmm.
you should go for the funding, right?
Okay.
If you go early than this, then you have to struggle a lot, because you're
Mm-hmm.
not having some valuable traction, or you have not figured out yet that what is going to work out, right? So first
Okay.
try to build something which customers are actually valuing it, right? They need it in the market.
Okay. So like what was the story behind this, behind your funding? Like how you approached and what happened in between the funding process?
Mhm. So there is a one guy, Gaurav Mandlicha from
Okay.
Bits Pilani. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
he reached out to us and he said that he found our idea very interesting, and then he started mentoring us. So he has a good understanding of this startup culture, and he's my batchmate. So
Okay.
he has a good understanding, and he do some angel investment as well. So
Mm-hmm.
he started guiding us, how to reach out to investors and all those things, and he added a lot of value to our startup. So
Okay.
then, one day he told us that, there is one event with the Titan Capital going, that Chai with Titan. So you
Yeah.
guys should apply. So we applied to it. We reached out to them, we talked to them, and that's how, it got converted.
Okay, so what happened after funding? Uh, like I've seen that the people join the board or they help in growing the startup and all. So what happened after that actually?
So after that, pretty much we started building our company. We started doing the hiring process,
Mm-hmm.
and the next target was again, reach out to as many as students as possible to let them
Mm-hmm.
know that we exist.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we reach out to the company side that we have been helping other startups in hiring interns. So if you
Mm-hmm.
guys need, then let us know. So that's how the we ramped up our user growth. We start building our product, and then in September we launched our product.
Okay. So okay, it's a general question. Like, what's the funding look like for an early stage startup?
Mhm.
Like, what's the important and what's the value and all?
So I didn't get the question. Like,
Yeah, actually, like for an early stage startup, what's the funding look like? Means like what value does a funding like gives, and how much is it important, and how much the investors are important? How to choose a, proper investor or anything?
see, funding is needed when you want to build something very very quickly,
Yeah.
right? If you see that users are actually valuing your product, then
Mm-hmm.
you should actually go for the funding, because building quickly is a very good thing. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
bringing something to the market which is valuable to few section of the community, which can be valuable to the other sector of the community as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it gives a lot of credibility, and it makes a lot of sense. Second thing
Okay.
is that if you want to be bootstrapped, that's also good.
Mm-hmm.
So that there is nothing wrong in being bootstrap or going for the funding. It
Mm-hmm.
depends on your personal choice.
Okay. Nice. So what's the difference between MVP and a prototype?
Mhm. So means it's a very subjective question kind of thing.
Okay.
Means I don't know, means what is prototype, what is MVP. It's just about how you are going ahead with your idea. Just build something which users can use,
Mm-hmm.
not at 100% level.
Mm-hmm.
If they can use like 20% of them as well, means the system can be broken. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't matter at the early stage, but if the users are valuing the idea that yeah
Mm-hmm.
means this idea is very very useful for my life and it is creating
Mm-hmm.
impact in my life. So
Mm-hmm.
that's good. That's a good go to market strategy, right? You should not
Okay.
invest a lot of time in building the finest product and then launching it, right?
Mm-hmm. So have you launched any MVP, or like you have directly launched that total product, final product?
So earlier we were actually, we launched a WordPress website.
Okay.
That was our MVP, and that was a very broken website because inside
Mm-hmm.
it, messaging system didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the registrations also didn't work. But what
Mm-hmm.
we did is that we mentioned our phone number on the top of the website,
Mm-hmm.
and then people used to call us, when they were stuck. So that's how we
Okay.
managed something between that website in our WhatsApp group, on phone calls, on Facebook chat. That's how
Mm-hmm.
it went ahead. So yeah, when system can be broken at the start, that's not an issue.
Okay. So there's a question related to internship and QA tech. Like how internship, if planned and utilized well, can help a lot in building a career in software development.
It can help a lot because internships gives you exposure to the industry right at your college time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you suppose explore all the sectors in your college time, like how agri-tech sector
Mm-hmm.
works, how healthcare sector work, how
Mm-hmm.
fintech works, right? So you will have a good understanding that where do you want to go, what interested you more to do,
Mm-hmm.
right? It may happen that you want to switch from tech to design, or maybe tech to management, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why internships are very very helpful, and that's what we
Okay.
suggest to the user of our platform.
Nice. And how QA tech is helping students to get internship in companies all around the world.
So it's very simple. You come and register on our website. There are like
Mm-hmm.
more than 100 internship openings right now. You
Mm-hmm.
just start applying to them. What unique we
Mm-hmm.
do is that we keep on giving you feedbacks. So
Okay.
if you are not selected, then we give you feedback. If your profile is not well, then we give you feedback. We also recommend you that these are the types of the internships which are more suitable, which has
Mm-hmm.
more chances of getting converted, right? So
Mm-hmm.
these are the things. It's a guided approach. We guide students at each level.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so how you tackle the hiring process? Like the hiring process is very risky, and like we have to choose a lot between the like a pool of applicants. So how you tackle that hiring process and like reach this stage?
So we reached out to all the applicants through LinkedIn. Did a job posting on Angel List as well. Whoever applied, we started interviewing them, and we set a very strong criteria on the
Mhm.
hiring. It was
Okay.
a four-level hiring criteria. Where every applicant has to pass through me, then Sudhanshu, then there was
Mm-hmm.
one assignment, and then we asked some of our alumni to do the interview, right?
Okay.
Then we did a reference check as well. So
Okay.
that's how it worked out well for us.
Okay. So right now, any hiring from the QA tech side?
In the student side, we are hiring, so we are looking for community moderator interns
Okay.
who can come and start engaging our users.
Mm-hmm.
uh, I posted it on LinkedIn as well recently, so people can come and check my LinkedIn post, and from there they can apply it. Let
Okay.
me actually if I can give my LinkedIn
Uh,
ID.
yeah, I'm sharing that.
Okay.
Yeah, so here's the LinkedIn ID, LinkedIn link for to connect with. Okay, sorry, it's a mistake, I guess. Okay, so here's the LinkedIn link to connect with Atul. You can connect and talk about anything you want to about the Qvet Tech or the startup, and also with the hiring process. Okay, so moving ahead, what Qvet is doing in current days and what's the future plan?
So right now, our whole target is to actually, help as much student in getting internships. So
Yeah.
that's what the target, bringing more and more companies, bringing more and more students, and then helping each other, connecting them. Future target is again, creating value among the students. So we are planning to go with doing, regular sessions, mentoring sessions, kind of thing, interview preparation sessions, how to build a good profile kind of session. So these kind of things will be, you will be able to see in future.
Okay, so is there any big idea coming in future, or you are working on this idea only,
Uh,
like the same process and in the growth of this process?
so process will keep on changing. We keep on innovating the process and making it more efficient. The
Yeah,
whole problem statement will be the same, creating value to the student life and helping them explore the industry.
amazing. So, yeah, so please give some light on the building a right company structure, including team building and maintaining the culture in the company.
So this question is not relevant for me because we are very, very early stage startup. I
Okay.
think the bigger startups are more relevant to this question.
So, is there any legal issues came in the early stages, like when we incorporate or anything with the we share the equity with our co-founders, and also is there any issue or any legal things which you want to share with us?
For us, means everything was plain and smooth.
Yeah.
So there was no hustle between the co-founders, and there was nothing like that. For legal thing, we hired one CA, and he did all the things like he handled, and then for the investors, they brought one CA and they handled all the things. So it was like pretty much
Okay.
smooth sail for us.
Amazing. So, you got support for everywhere.
Yes, so yeah, means in the start, so it's all about means being lucky enough to get good connects, and then,
Yeah.
means things working out. So few of the things which worked out wrong is that means we were not able to open our company bank
Mm-hmm.
account in the initial days because they needed some office space registration
Yeah.
address. So we were not having any office space registration address. So we suffered on that, but again that was solved at the end.
Nice. Okay. So, any last advice for the youth of our country?
It's all about what I suggest to my junior as well is that do not follow the herd. Uh, Explore as much as possible. When you enter into the college, it's not same as school. Means which on which which you keep on competing on grades and percentages. Right? College is a
Yeah.
very very different thing where you should spend time in exploring various industries, exploring various skills, and then
Yeah.
figuring out what you want to do in your life and not figuring out what others want to do in their life, and then following them, right? So
Yeah.
that's what
So, do you see diverting from the placement way to startup way for the youngsters?
hmm See, placements can be done, even after 1 year. There is no
Yeah.
hard and fast rule that, means you have to get placement at the college itself. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
what I did is that, and what I suggest to my junior as well is that try out. Means
Yeah.
if you think that you want to do it for 1 year, just try out. If things doesn't work out, then there are a lot of edtech startups. There are a lot of other opportunities. You will definitely be able to get job.
Okay, so in your hiring, what you actually see, the culture in the applicant, the skills, the experience, or like any important, the most important thing in any applicant.
So first thing is that we see the right mentality, right
Okay.
attitude. Means are they prepared to work in a startup? Do
Mm-hmm.
they just want to come at startup just because of the hype which is going on around the
Yeah.
country, or are they really interested to learn something and contribute and give their time? So that is the
Mm.
first thing. Second thing is again the skills. Means you have to have some skills and then capability to learn. If you have
Okay.
decent skill and the capability to learn, then we can help you build up the help you polish your skills and build up new skills as well. So it's not about having the finest skills and then we will hire you. You can have a decent skill set, but again, if you are able to give time, contribute to the things, eager to learn, curiosity is there, so you work out well for us.
Cool. Okay, so thank you so much, Atul, for
Yeah.
giving your precious time to us and
Yeah.
helping us to learn and understand how to build a successful startup from India. We learned a lot from you, and it was a miracle that you came here and you shared how to start a startup from the college days only. Because like with the hype, we can see people are people wanted to start the startup from their college days and from the third year also. So like your experience and your learnings which you shared today will be very helpful for us. And yeah, we are looking forward to host you again sometime.
Sure.
And also, if anyone want to connect with Atul or have any question related to startup and other things, want help from Atul, or any question regarding QA Tech, we have provided the link on the uh, chat section. You can approach him anytime. Okay. Thank you,
Okay. Thank
Atul,
you.
for
Thank you.
giving a precious time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye. Okay, so you can connect with the Startup Grind Varanasi with the following links everywhere, and we will be hosting. We are hosting every month a new speaker, uh, a new company, a new founder with us, and yeah, our next event is with Imagine XP. So you can uh, go to our website and register for that event too. Okay, thank you audience for coming today.